Introduction লাগবে? Okay, thank you everybody for being present here at the first start of the spring break. Hope everybody enjoyed the spring break in full swing. Today our honorable speaker is Agent Sajjad Hossain Riaz. He will be talking on sacred geometry and the mystery of creation, right? So saying that, I'm giving the floor to Riaz.
Okay, the thing I was saying actually back a couple of minutes ago, that this talk is all about, not about any kind of logic or facts. This is all about the human consciousness. That's it. And what I'm going to talk about is today the sacred geometry. Actually, if you just look at the term, the sacred geometry, it's like something you think about, like something like it's from cosmology or something. But geometry it's very much related to our soul, and it's very related to the very creation that God created us. And you all know about the golden ratio, right? Yeah, obviously you guys all know about the golden ratio, 1.61 something, 1.62 actually. If you 1.618 is the actual number. So you all know about the golden ratio, but many of you don't know where this golden ratio came from. Anyone know? Nobody knows?
Don't that guy, Leonardo da Vinci, draw this man?
No, actually it was way back. Okay, you all know Pythagoras, right?
Mm-hmm.
You all know Plato, right? Yeah. Plato and Pythagoras, they are like the founder of geometry. They are like the ancient god of geometry. Okay, the Pythagoras, he played an important role. You all have heard about some kind of secret societies and cult activities like that. And you also know that Leonardo da Vinci was related to some kind of cult organization or secret society. Actually, the history is way back, and the figures I have given you, these are pretty important and very ancient figures in our history. Okay. Sacred geometry, it's a 100 level course today. It's Sacred Geometry 100, and later on, if you guys are interested, I'll give 101 later. Today I'm going to talk about the basic sacred geometry part, and to grow some interest, I'll talk about the flower of life and the Platonic solids. Okay, I'll come to that. Okay, first some terms that are written in the whiteboard actually. Okay, first of all, the eye of Horus. Okay, what is Horus? Actually, the Horus means God. Horus means God, and eye of Horus means the eye of God. And some terms here, Kabbalah. You all know about Kabbalah, I guess. Kabbalah, it's a part of the Jewish part. It's some kind of mystic and myths about Judaism and some ancient facts, and it's all pure. It's not about history. It's all about pure consciousness, human mind consciousness. And Kabbalah is the base of sacred geometry actually. And the Akashic records, you all know about ether, right? Ether, right? What is ether?
Chemical.
No?
Everybody gets that there's some ether in the environment, which is the medium of pass.
Yeah,
signal.
some kind of artificial, or say some kind of artificial or known to be media. Okay, it's not proven that the ether is there in the environment.
Actually, people disproved the existence of ether.
Yeah, that's it. So ether is related to Akashic records. Actually, in cosmology, when people talk about the soul and some meditation level talk, well, it's all related to the ether. Okay, the guys who do this meditation level works, and some who studies the cosmology, they believe that there is some kind of element which is called ether, and ether is basically an important material which stores all the records in the environment. Okay, so if you see someone is meditating and he can, you know, predict the future or predict something or say anything about his environment, actually what the meditation is doing, actually he is reading the ether records. Okay, he is trying to read the ether records. That's what Akashic records mean. That is that no information is lost according to the Akashic records. Like I'm talking, this my voice is still traveling in the ether, and if you can listen to it closely, then you can understand after 1,000 years or 2,000 years, you can still find that the talk that I'm giving right now. That's what Akashic records say. Okay, Judaism is related to Jewish people, and it's
So Akashic comes from Akash, or it's the acronym?
It's an acronym, and not acronym actually. It's itself is a term, Akashic. It's not related to Akash actually. Okay?
Which language is that?
I don't know.
Sanskrit.
Some kind of ancient language, I guess.
Akasha from Sanskrit and ether.
Okay. Okay, Judaism is related to Jew, and it's the belief system related to the Jewish people. And Talmudic, it's another ancient scripts and ancient study of Jewish people, which is also Kabbalah. These are all ancient knowledges which is related to Judaism, Kabbalah and Talmudic. And Metatron, yeah, he's supposed to be an archangel. Okay, he's supposed to be an archangel. Okay, let me talk about a myth first. It's in the Judaism. There's a myth that once you all have heard the story about the Moses, like the Moses wanted to see the God, and he went to the hill Tur, and then he saw the God. He asked to see. He requested that he wants to see him. Okay, at that time, Moses in Judaism, there's some kind of saying. Actually, it's not written. It's not large population don't believe this myth. The myth is like that Moses saw some kind of vision back then. What he saw he saw a big tree, and someone was chained to that tree, and he was also very big. The figure was very large, and someone even larger was beating him from behind. But even if he was beating him, he didn't express any kind of emotion like pain or any other thing. He just went on and just taking a leaf from the tree and writing something, and then dropping it back in the earth, Okay, so a large figure was beaten by an even large figure, and he was writing something in the leaf, taking a leaf from the tree and writing something, and then just dropping it in the earth. Okay, what he was writing, what actually Moses saw? Moses saw this figure, the first one. Moses saw this figure in the chest of the figure that was being beaten, and what he was writing actually is this figure in the leaf and dropping it in the earth. So some people describe this myth like this way, that the figure that was being beaten is Gabriel, which is Jibril alayhi salam in our Islamic literature, and the large figure who was beating him is the God himself. And as Gabriel is a very close angel of God, so Gabriel in some kind of way learn the way of creation that God created, the mystery of creation. And that mystery was this figure. And actually he was writing this figure and trying to tell the humankind that what's the mystery of our creation. And this figure is called the flower of life. Okay? And this figure is called the flower of life. So actually it's a myth. So there aren't many manuscripts or any documents that support that myth, but actually it's a myth. Okay. Okay, the flower of life. Okay, let's back to the eye of Horus.
So it looks, it's not the mainstream Semitic myth. Like,
Yeah?
it's not the mainstream.
No. It's not a mainstream kind of myth. Okay, it's a very
In any Semitic religion, yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's get back to the eye of Horus. Okay. From the geometric perspective, let's review how God created the universe actually. The God is the eye of Horus. He has a large space, which is black, totally black. Okay. Now let me ask you guys a question. What's the simplest geometric figure?
Point.
Dot, right. Dot. Okay. Let's say this is the eye of Horus. A single dot. Then, if God wants to make something, He wants to create a 3D space. So that's why He created a 3D space from up to down, from front to back, and from left to right. He created a 3D space in order to define something relevance, like we all know about the Einstein's relativity theory. It's like that if you want to if you want to mention or like point some movement, you have to have some kind of point, relevant point. So that's why he created this space, 3D space, and this is the point of relevance. Okay. Next, what he did, it's connected these points I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. It's actually an octahedron. Okay? If you guys see it, like this part, okay. Is it?
No, you have to connect the top one with
This one?
this, yeah.
This one?
Not left and right. But top one and left one.
Top one and left one.
No, second one.
This one.
No. This one.
This
Two
one.
corner.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
It creates an octahedron. Actually, I didn't practice at all to draw this figure. He created an octahedron. Then he the God created the first figure, and which is in sacred geometry, straight line is supposed to be the male figure. Okay, any kind of straight line is male, and any kind of curve is female. Okay, so he created the male first, the Adam. Now he wants to create female part of the human. What he did was just rotating this octahedron, he created the circle. Just rotation. Just rotation, he created the circle, and which is the female part. And a circle very simple, but it's very important. Okay? A circle is very simple, yet it is very important, because from this circle you will know later that life will start to create from this simple circle. Okay, then from male, from a single point we've created male, and then we've created the female part of the humankind. And now
It's
what
circle or sphere?
circle? Let's say it's a circle, not sphere. Okay. Now, what are the chances? Like, what can God do right now? What are the what action can be done here? Like, what you can draw? Just think in a simple kind of way.
A radius.
Not a radius. Like so far, what you have learned, you can just apply that again.
You can just move this one and get a
Yeah,
cylinder.
you can just draw another circle again. So what God did, that you have set the boundary, like this is the boundary. God has set the boundary. Now, God starts to move to the circumference, I guess, and then draw another circle again. Okay. This part is called the vesica species. Okay. Now, can you tell me, this part is in every human body? 2 times. Where is this?
Eye.
In the eye. The shape of the eye and the inside of the eye. Exactly this pattern twice in the human body, and it's in the eye. So it's like, it's like the third eye. Okay. Okay. Now this is called the vesica species. So in the first day, the world was created, the universe was created in 7 days. We all know that. So in the first day, what God did is created the circle and the male part, and created the vesica species. That's what I've shown in the figure. First day, He created the vesica species, and then you just kind of just apply the same technique over and over again, and then He created the second figure, which is the tripod of life. And what's the technique? You always try to move inwards, not outwards. And like that way, He created the next circle and created the tripod of life. Then in the third day, he added another circle. In the fourth day, he added another circle. In the fifth day, he added another circle. And in the sixth day, he created this complete figure, which is called the seed of life. Okay? This is called the seed of life. Can you tell me how many circles are there? 7. 8 circles actually. No, 7 circles.
Seven.
Yeah, seven.
Because first day there is 2.
Yeah, 7 circles. Yeah. It's 7 circles. And in the final day, 7th day, actually this is not the seed of life. This is the seed of life. You add another circle just in the outside to enclose all the 7 circles. With this 8 circle, you call it the seed of life. Okay? So you have created the seed, and our target is to create the flower. Okay? Okay. In the next figure, you see 8 circles, right? Or actually, you see 7 circles. There is another circle. If you just think about it in 3D, you can see there is another circle inside. So there are basically 8 circles. This is called the egg of life. Okay, this one, the egg of life. And the last one, this is called the fruit of life. So you have created the seed, you have created the egg, and you have created the fruit. And from all this, if you just go on and just draw the figures like, just from the seed of life, you just keep on doing, drawing circles, then you create the flower of life. Okay? So this is how the flower of life is formed. And actually, what you can do from Flower of Life is that you can draw many kind of patterns from there. You can learn many kind of geometrical shapes and geometrical patterns. You know, you guys have known all kind of patterns all over your life. You can actually derive any kind of pattern from the Flower of Life. And another important thing is from the Egg of Life is actually why it is called the Egg of Life. Actually, you can see the if you watch the embryonic process, you will see that in the embryonic process the cells will come to this point and then start the life. Okay, then it will start kind of forming the life. So the initial part is like the embryons will form this kind of shape. So that's why it's called the Egg of Life. Okay, so this one is the last one is the Fruit of Life, and you can see that from the Fruit of Life you can actually draw the hexagon, I guess, the hexagram actually, the hexagram, which reflects in the figure of the Leonardo da Vinci, the Vitruvian Man. Okay, the Vitruvian Man. You are all seeing here this picture, this hexagon. So if you guys have watched the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood anime, okay, you guys will see that it's actually a transmutation circle. It's called the transmutation circle. And
I have this impression that he used, he was trying to calculate the area of a circle, and so with the devices he had back that time, you can't really calculate the absolute area of a circle. So he wanted to take an approximation, and so he started splitting the circumference into straight lines, series of straight lines, and then that how he came up with this idea. So so you can see, right, as you said earlier, so when someone rotates a straight line, the two extreme points actually create the circle.
Yeah.
So, and if you do it step by step, so each, like if you connect you have 2 points, like first here, then you rotate a bit, connect it, so you actually create a polygon. So when you create a polygon, you can calculate the area. It is a close approximation of the circle. And if you increase the number of edges of the polygon, you actually get a better approximation.
Yeah.
I don't know if it somehow relates to.
It's a totally different part. What I'm trying to say is that actually Leonardo da Vinci, he was a cult kind of person, and he actually he was close to performing alchemy and all of arts.
It has to be, because what he was doing was not very much aligned with the church stuff.
Yeah.
So he has to hide. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you. Actually, in this figure, you can see the transmutation circle, which is an essential diagram for to perform alchemy, any kind of alchemy action.
All 3 circles are transmutation?
No, not all 3 circles. This circle, like this hexagram and the circles in the outside part of the hexagram.
Okay.
Okay. This is called the transmutation circle. The whole figure, actually,
Okay.
not a single circle. This whole figure is called the transmutation circle. And also, you can see that the Flower of Life is actually the foundation to perform alchemy. Okay, the alchemy is related to this kind of knowledge and this kind of techniques, like what you want to, like it's very important what you are trying to draw while performing the alchemy kind of thing. Okay, the figure is very important. That's it. In alchemy, the figure, what you are trying to draw, is very important.
They use clock and stone, and don't use the alchemist circle.
Yeah, you can do that, but actually, while performing the alchemy, you can have some kind of knowledge by watching the manga Full Metal Alchemist. But there you can see that one brother can perform alchemy without the transmutation circle, and another brother have to draw the transmutation circle. Okay, that's totally a different kind of story. But in order to perform alchemy, you have to have some kind of circle, some kind of transmutation figure. There are other figures there, okay, to perform the alchemy, but it's the very kind of basic kind of figure to perform alchemy, the transmutation circle. Okay. Now I want to talk something about the Metatron, the Archangel. This name is not familiar even to Christianism or Judaism or even the Islamic literature. There is no such archangel called Metatron. Okay. But in some Islamic manuscripts, in some part of Islamic population believes that Metatron existed, and in some part of Christianity they also believe that there was an archangel named Metatron. Okay. The Metatron, the name itself, the meaning of the Metatron is actually God. Okay, it's God. What in the history of Metatron, in the ancient manuscripts, there is written that someone you all know that some prophet went to heaven without dying. What's his name? Ilyas alayhi salam, right?
Who? What?
A prophet went to heaven before he died. Went to visit the heaven.
I mean, the last prophet.
No.
During the Miraj.
No.
Before
There was another prophet.
Okay.
Who went to heaven before he died.
Jesus.
No.
No, he is not. He is
He is
not.
not.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it's Idris alayhi salam or Ilyas alayhi salam. I don't actually remember the name. Okay. There was a prophet, and the Islam supports this. Actually, I know that there was a prophet who actually went to heaven and didn't return to the earth from the heaven. Okay, he didn't return.
Then he's Isa also.
No, he's not Isa alayhi salam.
He's not in heaven, right? I heard. I mean, according to what I learned, he is in between.
Okay, there was a prophet. Okay, actually, what the history tells us that when that prophet went to heaven, he saw that some was sitting in front of God, and it's not it's not permissible at all to sit to have a seat before God. Okay, that's why that archangel is called Metatron, who is close to God. Okay, and there is some kind of saying like actually there are two gods. Some say that there are two gods, that in heaven there are two of them. Okay, that's why the value of the prestige of Metatron is like that he is very close to God. Okay, and the Metatron itself, it's named by the God himself, so that's why he's called Metatron, and which meaning is God. Okay, and actually Metatron, what he did was God told something to Metatron, and then Metatron's duty was to pass that some kind of request or advice or any kind of action to Gabriel and other archangels. Okay, his part was just that he conveyed the information to other archangels. We all know that there are 4 main archangels. So what he did was just pass those information to 4 major archangels. That's the part of Metatron. And some believe that Metatron existed, and some believe that Metatron didn't exist at all. Okay. So from Metatron, what I'll say next, it's the Metatronic solids actually. So where did this came from? The Metatronic solid, and its another name is Platonic solid, and it's also related to flower of life. And if you see this figure, the first one, inside you can see the fruit of life, and then connecting the the circle points you create some kind of figures, many kind of figures actually inside. And if you study this, if you look closely, you'll see that why it's called the fruit. Why the name is fruit of life actually is for this reason. Actually, the fruit of life creates every kind of elements which is related to life. And from this figure, if you draw these diagrams and many diagrams over and over again, you see that these are the structures of molecules actually that are close to our life.
What molecule?
Any kind of the molecules like carbon or other molecules which are related to life actually. Okay, those organic molecules actually. Those molecules are, the structure of the molecules are all there. Not a single structure is missed from this figure actually.
I mean, can we do some tests like what about methane? Can we work out methane from this?
I don't know what the structure of the methane is. Okay.
CH4.
It's the atomic structure, not that you draw like this, that's CHH. Not like this.
You mean like angles of the bond?
Yeah, like angles and straight lines. Like the silicon structure is like this.
I understand. I think what you're saying, like the standard beam packing problem for crystals.
Crystal, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, all right. Okay. Packing problem for crystals. Yes.
Yeah,
that's true.
So all kind of structures and molecular structures are there in this figure, and the basic kind of platonic solids are in the next figure. The basic kind of platonic solids are the tetrahedron, octahedron, cube, dodecahedron, and the icosahedron. Okay. These are the basic kind of platonic solids, and you can create other structures just from this platonic solids by rotating them, moving them, combining them. You can actually combining tetrahedron, multiple tetrahedrons